Hey guys, what's up? This is Alpha Shot Ray Train giving you a MW3 gameplay commentary. I will be using the ACR with a silencer. I went 59-3 in this game, and I've been using the assault strike package. So, anyway, first things first, I want you to pay attention to the kill feed. I want you to count how many times I have killed ZZZ X Cali Girl. Count how many times I killed this chick. And yeah, Cali, I'm really sorry, but yeah, I had to point you out in this video. You gave me so many easy kills. You made getting my kill streaks a whole lot easier. It's not your fault, but you just made the game a lot easier and harder for your whole team, even though you probably didn't really care about them. Anyway, oh god, I hope she doesn't spam my phone after she watches this. I really hope she doesn't. Anyway, I know I said I wasn't gonna use the ACR and all that other stuff, but I changed my mind. I really just want to finish prestiging, so. Because I'm at Prestige 18 right now. This one I'm still on the 17, but I'm on 18. I want to finish this up, guys. I really just want to finish Prestige, and I'm tired of not having all my perks pro, because I want to enjoy Specialist to the max. So once I finally get Sit Rep Pro and everything else, once everything is pro, I'll be freaking happy. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is let's talk about how life is nowadays. I mean, if you ever were little, not if whatever, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. Back then when we were little, we would go talk to our grandparents, and we would probably ask them for a toy or a game. Like, we asked them for something, and they're like, okay, sure, how much is it? Like, if they were the cool ones, they'd be alright, well, how much is it? You know, that they would be like, well, you would be like, it's $10. They'd be like, $10 for a toy? I mean, then it would be like, I mean, back in my day, it used to be like you can pay like like $1 for a toy, or maybe some cents. I mean, they would be saying everything. It's like, I mean, back then gas used to be just a few cents. I mean, now look at it. Now you gotta be paying $50 for gas, or $20, or you're paying up to $70 for gas. Like, they be saying all of this stuff. I mean, when they tell me all of this, I'm like, man, I kind of wish. It's like, man, I actually kind of wish that it was like that back then, where money wasn't always an issue. But probably back then it might have been an issue anyway. But nowadays, if you look, money is a huge issue. Like, in the United States, right now we're in a recession. I mean, we're constantly spending money on all kinds of stuff. Probably stuff that we don't really need to spend money on. I mean, the prices that are being put up are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I know technology is improving, but I mean, just cause technology is improving, I mean, everything that I normally used to think about was, how can you determine if something is worth a lot? I mean, sure, it may be. I mean, if it's because it's rare and it's hard to find, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can understand why you want to put it at a high price. But really, what if you were able to reproduce that rare item? If you can't reproduce it, then how is it that you're able to find it? Why not try to find a way to make it scarce, or I don't know, find a way to clone it, or find a way to conserve it, maybe compress it into something else, if that's possible. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you don't really have to just say, okay, well, this is too rare. I mean, we gotta charge a lot of money, and then when people pay for that money, then they pay to get copies of that product. Then they want to start charging the same kind of price. I mean, really, not everything needs to be more expensive. Every time something new comes out, it's gonna be expensive. Whenever the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox 720, whatever they're gonna call it, once all that comes out, I mean, that's probably, the PlayStation 3 used to be $600. What's the PlayStation 4 gonna be? The PlayStation 4 is probably gonna be what, 700, 800? All because of all the technology being put in. The Xbox 720, if that's what it's gonna be called again. If it's gonna be called that, I mean, just think about it. Think about how much all that money would cost, and it won't even stop there. Prices are just gonna continue to grow and grow and grow. I mean, it's insane how everything's gonna become expensive. And then after a while, people are gonna need jobs, and then they're gonna need raises and all that to even pay for that. And sometimes that company might not be able to do that. I mean, it's just crazy. It's like, why not just, I mean, I don't really understand the government or, you know, all kind of politics. I'm not really big on that. But I mean, it's like I'm trying to use my common sense as to how the problem could have just easily been solved. I mean, some things don't need to be overthought on. Some things can actually be simple. It's just we make the simplest things difficult to understand. I mean, we have to make it into some giant problem. We don't need to make anything into a giant problem. Is that, I mean, everything in life can be simple, but it's just, I feel that we choose to make it complicated. I really think that we choose to make life complicated, and as we make it complicated, we create all kind of problems like wars and all this other stuff. I mean, really, we don't, honestly, to me, we don't need all of that. None of this is really necessary. I want to just enjoy what I have and hope for new things to come, but not new bad things to spawn, because lately it looks like more bad is happening than good. It's like everybody just freaks out over the simplest things. I'd rather everybody freak out over the good things. But anyway, this gameplay is ending right here, so if you enjoyed the commentary or the gameplay or both, please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. It does not make me a difference, but I mean,